For the last time, relive your pain, regrets. Nothing changes when you're stuck in yesterday. Find the truth in memory, embrace your own reality. Forgive yourself and let the feeling go. Run counterclockwise and reverse that time. Out of the darkness into the light. Run counterclockwise and turn back time. Moving from darkness into the light. Run counterclockwise.
Wow, okay, so this is annoying. I had something all brand new set up, but it doesn't want to work now that I'm live. So, that's great. This was just working. Seriously. Just working. Already restarted it. See if there's. Nope, that's me. Update required. That's me. Well, that's just great. That's fine. I didn't want to use this anyway. I didn't spend an afternoon setting this up so I could use it. That'd be dumb.
ABC Tonight.
Oh, there it goes.
And welcome back, Abbott Elementary staff.
The award-winning Abbott Elementary return.
Okay. Well, that's annoying. Really annoying. Still hoping it'll load here. Not hoping very hard though. Okay. Crap out on me for the evening. Just a regular stream. Just a regular stream. Wow. Just moved you some. That's fine. Oh, I think we're working. Insert meme of Anakin Skywalker. That. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. We'll just get started. Just another day in the office. Alright. Appendix 4/21/2012. Object is an irregular clay pot with a height of 23 centimeters and a diameter of 28 centimeters. But do not be fooled by its appearance. It is an organism. A womb. Yes, an earthen womb. SCP-660 may be safely stored in a standard safe deposit box, provided its mouth remains covered with an inert perspex disc and sealed with tamper-proof tape. Log of tests involving human experimentation with SCP. Lab report on 660A, which would be something that came off of it. So, sample conditions: skin flap harvested from the left thigh of the cadaver of D612. Donor was healthy in all respects prior to death. And then that sample was left in SCP-660 for 2 months duration. Result: daily biopsies indicate viability of sample. Cell samples taken from tissue graft are cultured in vitro, revealing a predisposition towards precancerous and cancerous growth. Oh. Makes you have cancer. Okay, 660B, skin flap harvested from the left thigh of cadaver of D612. This was left in 660 for 2 months duration, then grafted onto the torso of a D-class personnel with second and third degree burns. The recipient's anomaly testing record had no contradictions with 660. Tissue graft takes without complication, healing according to usual steps of adherence, serum inhibition, and revascularization. However, as is common with severe burn cases, the compromised skin barrier led to infection and eventual fatal septic shock. Postmortem biopsy and analysis indicates skin graft would have returned to full histological structure and function had the recipient survived. Oh, okay, so the skin graft worked there. We don't know if it would have caused cancer. 660C, the live member of musculus house mouse. Valve C strain acquired for laboratory testing. Okay, so we got a mouse. By use of SCP blank, the consciousness of D614 was implanted into the specimen. 614 was chosen for his demonstrated resistance to the negative effects of prolonged isolation and sensory deprivation. And then left in... Okay, so they left the mouse that this guy was... his consciousness was transferred into. They left the mouse in there for 2 months. Unusually, SCP blank was incapable of restoring 614's consciousness to original body. Okay, so that guy's stuck in the mouse. The computer interface was developed to facilitate two-way communication with D614. An interview was conducted when 614 was familiarized with this interface, and excerpt is included below. Dr. Brown, I guess I'll have to take your word for it. And how did that feel? 614, suffocating and stretching. Dr. Brown, could you be more specific? 614, how the hell do you think it felt? Even mice need to grow and move and live. Every part of me was straining, but I was stuck. I thought I would explode. Full contents of the interview are classified. An autopsy revealed precancerous growths throughout the mouse's body. Okay, so we're back to cancerous growths. Alright. 660D. Sample condition, right arm lost and traumatic amputation just beneath the elbow. Sample use, D778 was severely injured in an incident involving SCP blank. Lost limb recovered as part of cleanup operation. Subject would not have survived immediate reattachment surgery due to other injuries involving severe vascular compromise. Severed extremity preserved in SCP-660 in bid to preserve tissue viability. Okay, so this guy had his limb cut off. It was recovered. Yeah, he had his arm cut off right below the elbow. It was recovered in a cleanup, but he couldn't have surgery just then. So they put his arm in this SCP-660 to preserve it. Right arm successfully reattached to previous owner. Subject reports return of sensation in fingers of right hand, contrary to poor prognosis due to severe tissue avulsion and nerve damage sustained in initial injury. Biopsy reveals little to no precancerous cell growth. Transplant ruled a tentative success. Interesting. Human testing with SCP-660 is suspended due to the sudden death of D778 from teratoma with malignant transformation. 778 is the guy that lost his arm. Okay. I've seen fetus in fetu before, but never have I had one try to grab my probe during an autopsy. Ugh. As of today, SCP-660-1 has been neutralized. SCP-660 no longer exhibits any other forms or shapes. It has been classified as safe by the Foundation. Transferred to a reliquary research institute. Okay, so now we are doing our jobs, now that we've read everything. Okay, an earthen womb. This would be the item. Yes, this is the containment. Okay, I guess we're just clicking things and dragging them over. Okay, this is fine. Meh. Click and drag. Click and drag. Ooh. Getting the hang of this. Oh my god, there's another one. This is a lot of reading. This is a great game, but it's not necessarily stream friendly. What's going? Nothing? You're still frozen? That's great. I'm so excited. Love it. Working? Maybe. I might have to try some of this. Gift myself a crate. Alright, I gifted myself a Phasmophobia crate. Yay! Fantastical. How do I use it? Sure, I like this this thing. I don't know if this is gonna work. My collection. Use this? No. Well, okay then. I'm gonna have to have an actual just live testing to get this set up. That's unfortunate. I thought I was. Alright. Ignore everything that happens from Dixburbro. Alright, Addendum 143-1. The trees were grown on site. We're at the top of this? SCP-143 is to be contained in the valley adjacent to Bioresearch Area 12. Areas surrounding the SCP for up to 20 kilometers and all lines of sight from the surrounding hilltops are to be denied public access. It's a plantation of 300 specimens of a unique type of tree. The trees are similar in appearance to Prunus expiadoensis, Japanese sakura, or cherry blossoms. They bear no fruit, and the only known way of reproduction is by careful own root propagation using cut samplings from an older sample. Petals are a light pinkish color, slightly translucent, and with a texture of smooth glass. Care must be taken when handling the petals, as their edges are razor sharp and can easily slice through flesh. Okay? And we have an addendum to this. The trees were grown on site from samplings obtained from parent plants located in Nara Prefecture, Japan in 1905. Parent trees were owned by a family of traditional swordsmiths, claiming to be descended from a legendary sword maker named Amakuni. They refer to the original trees as Jinko no Kadachi, or the Blade Wood Grove. It is from them that the Foundation gained the techniques to cut and work the wood and petals into serviceable items. So, this is basically the sword tree from the King Color Chronicles. The original trees are still in Japan, owned by the government and still tended to by the same family. However, the government has denied all existence of any trees, and any products made are kept within the country. And then we have a second addendum. They are to be watered twice every day on a regular basis via a large sprinkler system, unless already watered by local precipitation. Personnel are not allowed to enter the enclosure without level 4 administrative clearance and are advised not to touch. Important that no one be within the containment area when SCP-143 begins to shed. However, after the shedding has concluded, the collection of fallen petals for testing purposes has been authorized. Document 143-A. We lost 3 staff to 143 today. They were collecting petals dropped by the trees from the previous day when a sudden gust picked up, shaking a good deal of the petals from the trees and blowing them around. Stayed that windy for the whole day. I'd send a cleanup crew, but it's still pretty windy and the odd petal is still falling. We'll have to pick up the remains when the wind dies down in a couple of days. Oh, that's horrible. Testing logs. It's a 5000 HB on the Brinell scale. Withstands temperatures up to 800 degrees Celsius. Weight to strength ratio surpasses even that of titanium, being some 15% lighter than aluminum. Wow, that is a hell of a material. Alright. We are killing this. Just killing this. Okay, log of items vended. Okay, we're working on SCP-261. Hello, Obeluso! Sorry. Boom. How are you tonight?
I want to see what's in this other room.
It's loud.
Just because it's going to bother me. I just want to take a look inside. Oh my god! Dumb! Fuck you! Fuck you! I went infrared! I went infrared so I didn't see the fuck.
Nice.
I've got to see that on your view. Why is this game the scariest fucking thing in the world?
I think I watched you play some Overlord. I don't know if I said anything, but I think I watched it for a little bit. Actually that scary? Is it based off the SCP video by the same name? I'm okay. Getting back into SCP, and there's a lot of reading right now, so it's not terribly stream friendly, which is a little annoying. And I've been trying to get this freaking thing to work that's supposed to allow interaction with the stream from chat, and I It was working. I tested it as far as I could without going live. And now that I'm live, it's just like, no, fuck you. I don't do anything. I don't do shit. So, I spent like a whole afternoon setting it up. I was really looking forward to that. Oh, it's not scary? Oh, that was Rainbow Six Vegas. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have assumed that. Duh. No, there's no shock there. This bud was the source. You probably just caught a glimpse of his face, right? No. Any and all items dispensed by 261 must be recorded, along with the amount of money entered in the apps. Okay, so... Okay, SCP-261 appears to be a large black vending machine with no front glass panel and a small keypad on the right side. It was recovered in Yokohama, Japan. It was brought to the Foundation's attention after investigation of an urban legend about a magic vending machine that was circulating on the internet. It was found in a back alley behind a large shopping center with a handwritten sign saying "out of order" in Japanese taped to it. No marks or identification of any kind, and no locals remember when or how it came to be in its current location. After a key was made and the front door opened, no abnormal materials were found, but it was determined that 261 had never actually contained any food or beverage items. The keypad does not activate any dispensing mechanism. When money is placed into it and a 3-digit number is entered in the keypad, 261 will vend a random item. It has not accepted any currency other than yen, with rejected currency being deposited in the coin return slot. It's unknown how these items appear. However, 261 will not operate when the doors open or when recording devices are placed inside. The number entered on the keypad has no effect on the item vended, nor has any pattern been detected. Items are always some form of snack food and typically have bright, attention-grabbing packaging. Capable of operating with no external power supply, but operation in this state will cause unstable vending to occur much more quickly than normal. If it's used several times in a short period of time and or large amounts of money are entered before an item is vended, it will start to dispense bizarre items. While still food, their suitability for human consumption is often non-existent. So... Oh god, I had voice mod on my my Stream Deck. No, never going back. Not doing that. That was a mess. It screwed up everything. It got deleted so quick. Dixper is... It's supposed to let people, like, fuck around with me on stream. It's mostly for scary games, but there is an Among Us plugin, too. And it's like, you know, you can turn off my controls, or make it so I hear things that aren't there, or see things that aren't there, or it's like a jump scare that's not part of the game, but covers the game. Like, it interferes with my game itself, which was really cool. And I thought it'd be perfect for Phasmo, or anything scary. And it's just like, no, we don't do nothing. So that's great. G6 may be used a maximum of 10 times per 24-hour period, not exceeding 500 Japanese yen in any one section. It is cool, right? It should be, like, amazing. Okay, so it gave a Coke Zero. Great. And a bag of Cheetos, and a single pack of caffeinated chewing gum. Ice cream, it gave Pepsi. Another can of cola, grain stuff, Diet Coke, small multicolored pyramids. All right. That's all right. I don't think it's your fault. It's 5 minutes to 4 o'clock now. Just about ready. Gent, you're not coming? Nah. Doesn't suit me. What are we talking about? Oh. What are you talking about? Hi, Carl. We're going to attend the monthly lecture. what? They are, because it's something I hate this. This is one of my like pet peeves. When you get something that should work a certain way and it doesn't. Like it should work and it doesn't. It's such a weird thing to have serious frustration with, but there it is. If I get something that's supposed to work some way and it doesn't, I'm just fuck this shit. Oh, but I did get I did implement a new sound alert system. I'm now using Blurp instead of sound alerts through Twitch. So now I have a lot more sound alerts. And I think it gives you guys more control over making new ones or suggesting new ones, or you can do like walk-ons, I guess, which is where a sound plays when you join the stream, which I thought you might enjoy. And I think that's working, but I guess I haven't tried it yet, so maybe I should try it. Yes, I want to know why. Okay, they invite someone famous to hold a lecture, share new knowledge and insights. They invited Dr. Trevor. He holds a high reputation within the foundation. Okay, let me test Blurp.
That's nasty.
It works. Yes. One thing that okay, one of them works. Let's go. I am ready to be lectured to. Right? I thought you would enjoy it. I don't know what kind of sounds they have for walk-ons. I think you get to look for one and find it yourself, and then I have to like approve it, basically. But I thought it sounded really cool. Well, you can add blurps really easily, so if they don't have that already, which they might not because they are kind of lacking in stuff, you can totally make one. I had to make the So You're Dead sound alert. I transfer that over. Shh, the movie's starting.
There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story. The story takes place in a world of long ago.
Just a Zuko or Sokka quote. Okay.
Is a little boy. His name is Daniel.
Oh, I didn't even look. I should have gotten that. That's rough, buddy. Ugh.
One day, out of nowhere,
Oh my god.
Daniel got a serious
Remind
case
me
of chickenpox.
when this is done.
It made him look like a strawberry.
Not a strawberry.
To make sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And
What?
so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
What?
Mr. Daniel, while up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice your penny whistle. I hope you'll practice well. and
Yes.
prepare for next
Oh
month's
man.
contest.
I gotta do that.
Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
You suck.
Don't give up, boy.
You gotta help me.
Before you
Where's my notebook? You gotta help me decide amounts for all these, because I didn't know what amounts to put for some of these. So if any of them seem like way too low or way too high, let me know.
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
Oh shit. F's. Oh my god. Okay. I can do this. Maybe I can do this. Apparently I'm bad at S. Oh my god.
Suddenly, he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
This music reminds me of Wingspan. Oh, am I moving? I'm moving. Oh, love this.
It was a mousetrap.
A mousetrap?
And there was a red origami paper dragon inside of it. Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous and beautiful. The only problem was part of its wing was damaged. But Daniel found a way to repair it.
Oh no. I can't. Oh no. What?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
No, no? Yeah, that's kind of what I went with. I tried to make it so that I did, most of my scary ones and most of my insulting ones are not free. But then I have some scary and I think 1 or 2 insults that are just free.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, let's pick it up. Ah. Okay.
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below. He played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee! Woo! Dragon! Soar!
In the warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
Could it be? Or is this all just a dream?
The next day, with boredom and loneliness weighing him down,
Not every SCP is awful.
Our town is located in the plains where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
Glad we know that.
a scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life. And it
Aw.
rolled away.
Is this a Kubo and the Two Strings kind of thing? I'm gonna get you. Gonna get you, paper. Okay, you're actually making this kind of hard. No! Okay, come on. There we go.
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks erupted from it. Before his very eyes, the paper ball
Here you go.
began to grow bigger and bigger. At that moment, a red figure suddenly appeared. The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into a cardboard box. Daniel studied the red figure carefully. It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
I wasn't dreaming. Thank you for saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea. He took out his penny whistle and slowly played a tune.
Oh no, I'm playing a song again. This went so well before. Oh my god.
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends. The paper dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
My cherished friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me, how has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit anytime.
What?
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box closed shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic. Daniel rushed to find a watercolor pen and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
Here be dragons!
Over the next few days, the paper dragon came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
That cat's name is Mrs. Carter. Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends. That's Duke, Mrs. Jessica's pet. He doesn't like Rainy Day or Mrs. Carter. Only smoked sausages for his taste. And now, we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your name?
The paper dragon flapped its wings, as if it didn't understand him.
We do all need a paper dragon.
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you Penny? I'll keep practicing to make it sound better.
No, it's fine, it's fine. We don't need to keep practicing.
Daniel and Penny then played baseball together in the attic.
Let's play cat.
What? Ah. We're playing fetch, not catch. Oh.
But just as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
Oh no.
The stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open, and thick clouds of smoke billowed out, followed by several paper balls.
We're terrified over here. I mean, we got boxes exploding. We got feel the colors saying boo in chat.
Threw them
I mean,
back into the box. Penny then flew
terrifying.
around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped.
Well, that's
Facing a friend's
odd.
farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt
How are you tonight, Feel the Colors?
lost. He moved the box to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle.
No,
day
wait.
in and
Okay.
day out.
Don't make me do it though, because I'm not good at it. At least I don't have to play a penny whistle on stream. I have access to one.
As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother.
Oh no.
One day, the box suddenly began to move.
Not too bad. We are just delving into the oddness that is this. I think it's the third case file in SCP Secret Files. I love the art style.
4.
Daniel's a little
This time
annoying.
there were 4 paper dragons.
Heavens to Betsy.
But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
Earthquake! Another earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of 5.8!
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They clumped together into a single
Oh, no.
monstrous ball of paper.
Oh no.
It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air.
Thank you for following.
As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air,
Oh.
one after the other. Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious.
Don't listen to that thing that just came up. It's not working.
Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power. The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball. And then came another.
Oh my god. Kindred spirits. I knew it as soon as you came in and scared the shit out of me. It was great.
Exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box.
Man, that dragon showed them what's what.
The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to swirling shreds of paper, and a silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic. Daniel
What?
saw the remaining 2 paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
This is far too wholesome. This is supposed to be a scary game, guys. Okay, that one's repaired. There we go.
Suddenly,
Whew, that was hard
countless
work.
paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison.
You're scared?
The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic.
of the dragons, so feel the colors. I
Daniel
mean,
took out his penny
there's a lot of
whistle.
things to be scared of.
He
Daniel's a
showed
little
all his
strange.
paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
No. Children's happiness is scary. Can be. Ah, balls. No. God, that's really loud in my ear. I don't know if it's that loud for you guys, it is loud. This has got to be the most wholesome SCP ever. Thank you. Thank you. No encores. No, no, it's okay.
In the sweet melody of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
Did this kid just play himself to death? He did. Yeah, right? This game is ridiculously loud. I even turned it down for you guys. Wow. I'm pretty sure that kid died in the attic from chickenpox. And the penny whistle.
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
This is like some weird cross between Kubo and the Two Strings and that one mission in Oblivion where you go into the painting to destroy the trolls with turpentine. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room. For it is the last remaining entryway into your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary.
Why? Is this where I go when I die?
Forever. And we will never forget our eternal mission protecting you.
Protecting me? That would be background volume. Yes, I finally have my notebook out, so I'm gonna write that down. Rough buddy. And if nobody has made one, I will have to make one.
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the
Yeah,
paper
because he's got the
dragons
mental
had meant.
capacity of like
He
Opelousas.
had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again. A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned.
The hallucination. I was gonna say of like a 2-year-old, but then I was like, nah, Opaloosa's better.
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2! A massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then, countless paper dragons shot from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
Can he just
Daniel
close the
quickly grabbed
box?
the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
I love the idea of calling it Shots Fired. I need to change all the YouTube video names. Okay, this is a lot. I am only like however old I am. Some of them are dying. Oh, wait. Here we go. This guy. Skittles question. Oh. I'm gonna have to take the magic conch shell in for some re-education. Oh, shit.
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away.
What?
Subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move.
You think Skittles are overrated? What do you prefer?
Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violet lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire
M&Ms?
became overwhelmed
Yeah.
with its evil aura.
Sometimes I do feel more like chocolate than Skittles.
Earthquake is growing stronger, now with a magnitude of 7.1! Heaven almighty, are we doomed?
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragon struggled against it, with no means of fighting back.
I'm also kind of partial to M&M's because that is the kind of the nickname that everybody gives my husband and I because our names will start with M.
At this crucial moment, 2 paper dragons shined brilliantly.
Oh my god.
Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the
Sour
giant had
Skittles
been
are the
defeated by
bomb,
the
but they
paper
are so
dragons.
hard to find.
Soon, he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger.
His Bose headphones are on. He can't hear you, Opal. I'm sorry.
Back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is growing stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens!
Yeah, he can't hear me.
Never end!
With the paper dragons
Oh,
now
really?
all but defeated,
Well, it's hard to find anything where I
Daniel
live,
spotted
so...
a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It
Damn.
flew gently in front of
Every
Daniel,
gas station? You
and
have to go to, like,
affectionately
special
rubbed its head
places.
against his fingers,
Is this gonna get
as if this
sad?
whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what. Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly,
Not
the
Penny.
other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all
You
together
suck.
in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation.
Not one mango in all of Montana.
At that
Yeah.
moment, Penny
I
turned
heard-
into a great red beam.
I saw that one in the list of sound alerts and I just couldn't help it.
The other dragons followed,
It's so funny.
shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
Which one didn't work? I did hear the "My name is Jeff."
Explosion from the impact
Yeah, there it
drowned
goes.
out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons.
Thank you
Daniel
both
wanted
for
to collect all of the pieces.
fully testing
He
Blurp.
thought he could still fix them.
It is its first night. It needs to be run through the paces. Pretty sure you cannot fix these, Daniel. That one works just fine. I heard it both times. It'd be sad. It wouldn't have been so bad if Penny hadn't come up and nuzzled him at the end. I mean, that's just awful. Why would you do that? Oh God.
That's nasty.
Goodbye, my friend.
Well, that's just sad. I didn't sign up for this shit.
The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
If you're not playing the Penny Whistle song from Star Trek, I'm not interested.
Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo.
Yeah.
A song titled Fly With Me.
The fear of feeling emotion. Where is he? Oh, it's me. Here we go. Once more. Great. We are off to a good start. Oh my god. Heckling this kid? Where's the Star Trek song? Oh, they play Memories? Oh my god. This is so bad. I didn't know we were playing Guitar Hero tonight, guys. What? Oh my god. This is my worst ever. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Obviously, he's a little kid. Nobody's gonna heckle him. You know, and because he's not. I mean, they're already heckling him because the Star Trek thing. But you know, they're not gonna heckle him more.
And that's how the story ends.
Oh, thank God.
Now, you might
You
be
suck.
wondering what happened next. Are there
Yes.
still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe
Smudged on my
they're
glasses.
still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would.
Yeah, from an
Forever.
SCP containment vault.
Into eternity.
Oh, man. Can I join any conference? How about anti-memetics? Can I join that? No, I can't join that. I gotta go talk to my friends. Dragons, soar. What lovely paper dragons. I loved them so much. Awesome, but where are they being contained now? 1762 is now being contained at Reliquary Research Institute, where Dr. Daniel is supervising director. That cardboard box has remained silent. How do you know all this, Gent? It's like you do your job! I thought you didn't attend the monthly lecture. Under the direction of Dr. Trevor, Gent spent 2 years researching 1762, so he knows far more than we do. Oh. Well, you know, whatever. I told you all that particular SCP didn't suit me, come on Gant, but really, imagining you tidying up files and piles of cute little fairy books is kind of adorable. Enough already, I'm getting back to work, but I'm going to stress the point again. That particular SCP did not suit me. I've been here for a month now, and I'm now entirely adjusted to the job. Though the content of my work is to simply process archive files, it is work that will never bore me. A few absurd jokes aside, most of the archives are really rather fascinating. I've been having hallucinations lately. I feel like someone is calling me, a voice low and uncertain. They seem to be trying to communicate with me, but I cannot understand a single word they say. In fact, I had planned on seeing a doctor, but Zoe told me it was the typical rookie syndrome and it would clear up in a few days. I certainly hope that. Back at the office. Day in, day out, it's always the same. Gummy?
Right.
Scientists at Site-73 created super material capable of releasing and absorbing extraordinary amounts of energy. The Anomaly Development Department hopes to construct new containment facilities using this super material. Critically endangered species have been discovered in a Guatemalan sinkhole, one after another. Foundation agents believe it may be related to the previous escape of SCP-994. Site-19 is facing a shortage of D-Class personnel, D for disposable. According to the Foundation's Experiment Resource Sharing Protocol, Site-105 will temporarily transfer 40 D-Class personnel to Site-19 to support the operation of Site-19 experiment. Level D Fugitive Personnel D33921 from Site-17 was recently found in the eastern region of Mexico. The Foundation has dispatched a new MTF to arrest him, and it is reported that D33921 had obtained all special operations knowledge after drinking the clear water in SCP-769, thus allowing him to break through many obstacles and successfully escape. Okay. Back at it again. Okay, this is SCP-300. Stored in a locked and climate-controlled container. Experimentation may only be performed with prior written permission from at least one Level 3 senior researcher, and observations must be recorded. Consists of an antique glass perfume bottle containing approximately 2.4 cc of an unidentified colorless liquid. When a single drop is extracted from SCP and the drop is viewed through a standard optical microscope, an animated scene becomes visible. Oh! While no two drops have shown precisely the same scene, these scenes generally take the form of pastoral or woodland scenes consistent with that of Victorian-era England. This is just fill in the blanks, it's fine. So far, attempts to analyze the exact chemical components of SCP-300-2 have inexplicably failed, with spectrometers reporting wildly variant or false data, thus making attempts at replicating it impossible. It invariably evaporates within 2 to 8 hours of being drawn outside SCP-300-1, despite all attempts of stabilization. It's first documented along with Redacted, after being recovered from the attic of a row home in Redacted, Yorkshire, England. Following a raid by agents of the Royal Society for the SCP of Anomalous Artifacts, was transferred. Okay, being recovered from the attic of a row home. Does that mean the attic, like where Daniel was imprisoned while he recovered from chickenpox? Okay, SCP-90. Okay, held in a secure bunker and constantly monitored by approved Class D personnel. The object's new arrangement is to be imaged every time it shifts. Okay. New arrangements are fed into the supercomputer. No personnel is to touch. It was located and retrieved in blank on April 10th. That's my birthday! INSCP. Prior to retrieval, SCP-90 had been located in a chamber at a nearby cathedral, was then removed, the cathedral was burned, and the 6 monks and the priest were terminated. Oh. A black cube structure made of unknown ceramic material. Object is classified as indestructible. Each side is divided into 10,000 individual squares in arrangement similar to a Rubik's Cube. 100 segments per edge, each segment 2 millimeters wide. Each square has a part of a design etched into the surface. Etchings glow white. An unknown internal structure causes the realignment of a single row or column every 2.8 seconds. Wow, that's really frequent. The segments are divided by a thin white line unless they are aligned correctly with the square directly adjacent to them. Okay. Then we have the appendix. Observations going well. We've managed to develop a system to record and analyze the shifts in the cube. We observed a 6-segment alignment today on the first side. It was noted and passed without incident. 2 hours later, a research assistant returned from the break room with news that a tsunami had occurred in the Indian Ocean and caused hundreds of thousands of deaths and extensive property damage. No correlation is currently known, but we will make note of it. After 120th alignment on the 4th side of the cube and 120th accident report in the lab, we are designating the 4th side as local and will implement safety measures tomorrow. Oh. A 6-segment alignment was recorded this morning on the local side. As a safety precaution, it was evacuated. 2 hours later, a containment breach occurred, but resulted in no loss of life due to the evacuation. Wow. We stepped up our experiments today by attempting to modify the cube itself. When D-Class personnel attempted to make a shift, SCP-90 immediately created a 10-segment alignment of its own accord near the top left corner of the local side. Exactly 2 hours later, SCP-blank broke containment and blank. Agents were also lost during the incident. Recommend forced shift testing of SCP-90 postpone. Upgrade to Keter status. As SCP-90 is obviously capable of causing events of its own accord, object may be sentient. Yeah, that's Keter status, alright. Conclusion. The combination of different alignment patterns on its body can cause disastrous effects of differing scales. It's presumed that full completion of the item will result in a catastrophe of an unprecedented scale. Catastrophe. I was looking for catastrophic. SCP-90 appears to possess the ability to actively change alignment patterns at will in order to cause destruction. Whew. Rubik's Cube of Death. Rubik's Cube of Death. Okay. A lot of reading. Oh, thank God. Enjoy your shower. SCP is a mimetic disorder specifically created by Foundation researchers for the purpose of serving as a defense mechanism against understanding mimetic? Against other mimetic or mind-affecting attacks. Okay. Development was undertaken as part of the Operation Azure Skies in '92. The objective of Azure Skies was to design and employ a variety of devices to protect Foundation personnel in the field from supernatural threats that conventional technologies were not sufficient to guard against. Okay. Specifically was created over the course it was good though. It was good. Over the course of 3 years of study and experimentation, taking information from analyses of already well-known mimetic SCPs to drive a Gestalt research and development program, overseen by Dr. Grinko until its official cancellation. Okay, mimetics are a type of information particle that contains supernatural abilities. In most circumstances, the medium that spreads the meme does not contain any supernatural ability. The meme itself is the sole carrier of the supernatural ability. Not have any direct physical influence on humanity, but all humans exposed to and having perceived the mimetic SCP are at risk of being influenced by it. Okay. Incident reports. The first complete draft of SCP-898 was administered to 30 D-Class subjects who were then locked into secure chamber number 34. Well, that's enough to make you crazy anyway. A loudspeaker installed in the room began to play a recording of SCP-444 after all the subjects were safely locked behind the soundproof doors. 12 subjects attempted to break down the doors, presumably in order to escape. 10 fled to corners of the room and huddled in them, covering their ears, and 8 rushed to the speaker and attempted to tear it out of the wall. For some minutes, the latter subjects were successful, but they continued to show signs of extreme agitation after the recording was silenced. The subjects began to attack each other approximately 8 minutes later. When the doors were unsealed and security teams entered 30 minutes after, 30 minutes. Okay. The majority of the subjects were either dead or in critical condition, and the survivors had to be neutralized. Damn. Okay. Okay, once again, a loudspeaker installed in the room began to play a recording of SCP-444 after all the... Okay. Displayed similar behavior to the previous report, but their agitation appeared to cease after Dr. Dahl shut off the recording himself. Unaware the microphone in his observation booth was turned on, he said aloud, "Well, it looks like the counter meme worked right this time." Some of the D-Class subjects who were near the loudspeaker apparently heard this as they began to show signs of agitation and proceeded to fight amongst themselves or run from each other, starting a riot that eventually encompassed all the subjects. The conclusion they reached was that since any mimetic compulsion by definition involves the inspiration of an idea in the target's mind, the most obvious defense mechanism was another type of inspiration, preferably one that would create a more powerful compulsion and override the first one. Okay. No tasks. Carl. Here. There's a temporary archive that needs to be sorted. The others are in the field, so you'll have to take over. Leave it to me. I got this. This mission is an emergency, Carl. It is beyond your current level. Oh, thanks. But your recent performance has proven that you have the ability to accomplish it. I understand. I am Class D personnel. Remember, stay sane and always in awe. Get to it. Alright. Here we go. This one's a big deal, so we're going to pay close attention. Oh, actually, I think I get to live this one. This report contains a large amount of content. Do you want to read further? Yes, yes I do. Something called Witch Plan. I am not comfortable with that. Maternity registration form. Oh my god. What is going on?
D6744. Please provide your identification code according to the mission letter. 4 and 20 blackbirds.
Tell me, Doc, when was the last time this rag on my head was washed?
D6744. According to the 7th edition of the Security Regulation Amendment, you must first provide your identification code. Otherwise, you will be executed.
Alright. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. You're a real fan of these formalities. Everything's got to be right by the book with you. Oh, God. Fuck.
Mike Donald, consciousness intrusion expert.
Hi.
Former leader of MTF UP2. Codename Spider.
Thank you.
Now, level D personnel. Number 67.
That's a demotion, isn't it?
Enough with these damn formalities. Just what the hell you want me to do?
D6744. Do you know about the Witch Plan?
I've heard the name, that's all.
The plan is under the direct command of O5. Every last detail of the plan is protected by the strictest confidential terms.
So what?
D6744. What you're about to witness is top secret information of the Foundation.
The hell is going on?
A few hours ago, something went wrong with the Witch Plan experiment. The energy of the human anomaly, SCP-239, is out of control and has begun diffusing outward, disintegrating everything it touches.
Oh my god.
You guys seriously never cease to amaze me.
SCP-239 is now a ticking time bomb. She could go off at any moment. D6744, I need you to enter the consciousness of SCP-239
Oh my god.
to stop this bomb from exploding.
I have to enter the consciousness of an SCP?
Target consciousness space.
Begin the program.
Conscious